Thank you, Phil Tilley, for that great rendition. God bless the USA. We're about to hear from Representative Joyce Crawick, but before we do, we're going to bring up Pattie Curran, who's really helped, and in fact, been the foremost person to organize this event. Pattie is a Catholic homeschooling mother of 3 boys and a graduate of Louisiana State University. Yeah. She's also a former enlisted and commissioned officer of the United States Army National Guard. She has a passion for the Second Amendment and takes her oath to defend the U.S. Constitution quite seriously. She was active in opposing Obamacare long before the HHS mandate added insult to injury, and having children with a rare chronic conditions, she actually read the HH bill front to the end. Let's welcome up Pattie Curran.
I was trying to cut myself, but Joyce wouldn't let me, because I know we're running short on time. The song that he just sang, I think from about when did it come out? Like 1980s on. It was played at my OCS graduation, so I think it was played at every military graduation from then forward. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the HHS mandate, about not only being an attack on our religious liberty, but also an attack on our wallets. Obamacare hurts families like mine. Like he said, we have 2 children with Shwachman-Diamond syndrome, which is a genetic bone marrow failure syndrome, and mitochondrial disease. So as you can imagine, we spend a lot of time at the hospitals. I saw somebody out here with a sign that was talking about their co-pays and premiums going up since Obamacare started, and that's happened to families like ours. We really don't know if we'll make it through next year in a financially stable situation, because with the taxes coming in Obamacare, he wants to tell you that he's not taxing middle-class families. I'm here to tell you that Obama lies. I will debate Obama on the stage, and I will chew him up and spit him out like you have never seen. Because Obamacare's decrease in flex spending is a tax on my middle-class family. We survive on flex spending to get us through for the first 3 or 4 months every year. Next year we'll be lucky with the cut that it gets us through January. And after that, our medications go on credit cards. So I'd like to thank Obama for not raising taxes on the middle class. He also, I don't know how many of you are aware, but if you itemize deductions for medical, like our family does, you are going to have less itemized deductions. Currently, it's at 7.5%, and next year it goes up to 10%. What does that mean? A lot of people ask me. If you make $100,000, the first $7,500 in medical cannot be deducted. Everything past that can be deducted. Next year, it goes up to 10%. So I want Obama to explain to me how that is not a tax on the middle class. Have any of you ever noticed that liberals can never answer the following questions? I ask repeatedly, tell me why it is moral to force me into debt so that others can have more stuff for free. Tell me why it is right and just to pay for me, to pay for other people to have free birth control while I go into debt. Why is it moral that I pay higher taxes when I can use that money to pay for my own children's medical bills? That's exactly what this HHS mandate does. Insurance companies cannot provide products at 100% of the cost and not increase our premiums, co-pays, out-of-pockets, deductibles. If you get, say, the cheap Walmart $9 a month birth control, and your insurance company starts paying that $9 for 1 million women, that increases the cost for the insurance company $9 million. Where does the insurance company get the $9 million to pay for the free birth control? Out of our pockets. The next thing that they want us to cover at no charge are sterilizations. Why should a woman have an elective surgery and pay nothing? My children have bone marrow biopsies that cost us $2,000 out of pocket. It's a needed surgery. Why should any woman get a free sterilization on my dime? How is that paying your fair share, Mr. President? I want to know these questions, these answers. And I'm not saying that we shouldn't help, just like the other speakers say, I'm not saying that we shouldn't help the poor. But we don't help the poor by giving them free birth control and free sterilizations. This is not the America that I grew up in. Why am I so passionate? I'm passionate about my freedoms because this is the country that made it possible for me to stand here before you today. Many people who know me know about my family history. I came from a family of abuse, alcoholism. My brother committed suicide when I was 15. He was 20. In my early 20s, I have another brother that died of a drug overdose. He was 33. My third brother was in and out of the state penitentiary 3 times. I have not seen him in 30 years. I don't even know if he's alive. But as I headed on that bus to Fort Dix, New Jersey, in 1986, to basic training, I knew that I had a future. And if I get upset, I had a future because I was in the United States of America. I knew that I could leave my family behind and that I would be able to make it. I paid for my own college. I didn't have student loans. I joined the military. I had academic and athletic scholarships. And that's why I'm so passionate, because I want my children, your children, and future generations to enjoy the same freedoms that made my life possible. Thanks.
Thank you, Pattie. I think we all appreciate not only you as a person, but what you've done in organizing these events and stand up for religious liberty, religious freedom.